Welcome to World of Marketing Podcast, a Foster Web Marketing production. Here's your host, Tom Foster.
Oh my gosh. Simone, thank you so much for joining me today on Foster Web Marketing, the World of Marketing. Dun, 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 dun. I'm still working on it.
Like your jingle.
There's no jingle yet. I've worked on lots of different things and just haven't settled on one yet.
Just acoustic for now, okay.
Kumbaya. Wait, I know it. Kumbaya. You know, kumbaya. Wait, I know it.
So it's
well,
not
no,
about
thank
the
you,
jingle,
Tom,
it's
for
about
having
you.
me. I appreciate it. And a happy early Father's Day to you. I know
Oh,
you've
thanks.
got a growing family. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you very much. And thanks for joining me on the show. And really, I wanted to have you on here because you've just done such a kick-ass job.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. You know, it's a combined effort. I don't do it alone. I get so much help from Foster, from you, and obviously my good friend Cody. He's amazing. That helps, and then you know the folks over at Great Legal Marketing. And also our peers. There's so many great people that I've met throughout this network that we're just supportive of each other, and that's a huge help. And then obviously it helps to have really great, smart attorneys that have great, legal solutions. And then we just have an amazing staff that is great client service. So all of it comes together. And so I'm just grateful for the great team that has supported me, and then obviously a little bit of, I think probably my nonprofit background has helped bring in some of the success that we've had.
Well, that is very well said. And congratulations to you and to your, to your entire team. Because it's true, you've got a great team from great attorneys. Your husband's one of them, Rep.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a neat story. He's a great guy, and the partners, all the other attorneys. But it's also about how you've been able to spread that brand out and use the website and use the tools, use digital marketing to its fullest to pull in the best clients for you and your firm, for the attorneys, the clients they want, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And, obviously the website is critical for that, to helping us, show who we are as a brand. But, as you mentioned, all the other people that bring this together, it's more like a family. So just trying to convey what that, what our firm is like.
So there he is.
There he is. There's Rep, and he is amazing. And I credit him. He's the one that, recruited me. Also, he's the one who found Great Legal Marketing, which led us to you. And so Rep is somebody who is a lifelong learner, who is constantly looking to be his best. And so he led us to you, which was great for me when I first started in my role, because it gave us a great plan to follow.
100%. And so That's right. He brought you, and he came himself, and he always does. You guys come to Great Legal Marketing, and that's how we met, through that. And you implement a lot of the teachings of Ben and Great Legal Marketing. And, I'm just going to point out a couple of them, and I'd like you to maybe comment.
Sure. Yeah.
Here's you. That's your bio. We already talked about that, about how to show yourself off there. What is this? We'll get to that. What did I want to show? Here, I'll just click on it. Newsletter.
Yay. Labor love.
So talk about this. This is one of your signatures.
Yeah, absolutely. So our newsletter, I started that right when I was hired, and that was about 5 years ago. And the idea was that we would do it monthly, And so I kind of negotiated and said, well, let's start quarterly and see how much work is involved into it. And then we can increase frequency as we get more down the road with it. So I first started out with it quarterly and then went bi-monthly. So it comes out every other month. And basically, it's great because it's a tool that's not only for our current clients, but it goes out to all our prospects. And our current distribution is, I send it out to over 12,000 households, which is a hard copy. And also over 9,000 in our e-blast. You know, a little bit, you know, we talk a little bit about my background, but, you know, I come from an arts and education background. I'm old school. Hard copies of things mean a lot to me and a lot to an older demographic. It is important that obviously having, if people opt that they want the e-newsletter, that's great, but there is something to holding something in your hand, and we get so many compliments and people love it. And what I try to do is showcase all of our practice areas. So we have 6 practice areas. There's injury law, estate planning, elder law, real estate and association law, probate, and litigation. And I think, I think that covers everything. And then 6 attorneys. So my role is I'm always looking
to busy firm.
Highlight everyone. So I'm giving equal love to all the practice areas, but then also trying to thread a story about how we're a boutique law firm and how these different practice areas can work together for you. So every other month.
Do you have, as a result, do you have clients come back and?
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's a good cross-marketing tool because we do have the other practice areas, but even if somebody is a sole practitioner, you can highlight your specific service areas or practice areas and highlight those.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So you're sending out 12,000 hard copies?
Yes. Yes, wow. People love it, and
good for you.
One of the things, and obviously, I know a lot of people say this in the GLM universe, and with Foster is that everybody loves also the recipes, and so it's the best thing that you've engaged your audience when somebody will call you up or shoot you an email and say, "Hey, I made your recipe," and it's like, wow. That's pretty cool. That means that we've connected with them on a personal level. So little things like that. I also have various contests, like a koozie contest, and I'm trying to engage our audience because it's not just about getting the client. You have to keep the client, and so trying to come up with creative ways to continue to engage them and steward that relationship is really important.
That's not what. Here we go. Like, this is great. So this is your reviews. I love this picture of your little outside.
Oh, thanks.
So inviting.
Yeah, when I first started, I got us a new awning to reflect our new branding and colors, and it really pops on the streets. So
I remember Rep telling me, like, people just walking off the street and they're like, it looks so inviting and stuff. And
we do, yeah. And we have an LED sign outside that I also put messages on a rotating cycle. It's almost like an electronic billboard, but it only has our messages, which is great. And so we do advertise on there that walk-ins are welcome. And we haven't talked about it yet, but COVID, since that has happened, I have removed that message on there because everything is now by appointment only, and we are trying to do as many things by Zoom as possible. But in the state of Florida, your estate planning documents still need to be executed and signed in person. So we have set up a tent outside to do the signings. I've bought germ guards. We're maintaining our 6-foot distance. We're doing everything that we can to make our community feel safe and wearing masks, etc. But normally, this is why COVID is so counterintuitive to who we are as a firm. We're huggers. We love people. We're very close with our clients, and so we're definitely being very, respectful of everyone's space. But it's definitely a big change for our people because we are so close to our clients and even each other as staff. And so it's made a difference. But
Yeah, it has. Yeah. We
it's
haven't
going to
been
take time,
back
but
to the
it will
office.
return
Yeah.
back. Yeah,
Yeah, it's been an adjustment for everybody.
I know.
Well, you've done a good job of adjusting. I mean, that's how you have to look at it, and good job on that you didn't kind of cave in like a lot of people have, and you've been
Right.
able to, not only step it up, got, tough, but also for your clients, and been able to step it up for them. So great job.
Thank
And
you.
it shows. And like this is, you got great reviews coming in. That was another thing, is that you got a good review system in place.
Yes, absolutely. And, obviously with what's happening right now, where the reviews, the website, those are the things that are going to carry you through. I know a lot of people have this philosophy, but never stop marketing, especially even when
Yeah.
you're busy. The staff will joke with me and they'll say, stop, we're so busy. And I'm like, no, we need to keep our momentum up. You have no idea what could happen at any time, and things have happened. We also live in the state of Florida where there's hurricanes, and we had Hurricane Irma recently, and we did have to shut down the office and people weren't working and we had to keep things moving. But because of the different initiatives we have done, we've been able to carry ourselves through, and that's with the videos, the website, our online reviews, all of our free offers. During this time, we really, it's important that, we're still connecting with our people, but it's in a virtual landscape. So all the things that we've been doing through, over the last 5 years, I mean, they're really helpful, especially in these times. We didn't have to scramble and say, let's get a bunch of stuff on the site. It was already there. I just have to direct people to it and show its value. So we've been giving a lot of free offers, like a free healthcare surrogate and living will. We also did a free separate writing, and that's where you can just list your personal effects and not have to go back to your attorney for your estate plan. So if you have an art collection, your guitars, and you want to leave those to your son, you could just write that down. You don't have to put that in your will, and people don't know that. And while they're taking inventory of their life and housekeeping and cleaning, I wanted to give them a tool that could be helpful during these times. So we're still giving out free offers, but things that are related to the current environment and what can help them. So we, that's kind of who our brand is.
Smart.
Help. There it is. Yeah. Artwork, jewelry, anything. It's called a separate writing. And so just trying to be
looks so good. It looks so good. Like, it looks a great landing page. So just,
Thank you.
I love the
Cody.
colors. Colors are very, it's
Yeah.
good that you have this color of your brand, this green, this deep green, which is very inviting too. But I really like the way it's laid out with your
Thank
bullet
you.
points. And
Yeah.
so well done. Did you write all
Thank
this?
you. Yeah, aesthetics is really important to me. My life, but in my background, I worked in museums my entire life. I studied visual arts, and so aesthetics and graphics are really important. So I drive a lot of the art direction, from the newsletter to all of our free offers to setting up the video testimonials.
Yeah. This is
vibe,
great. This page, I wanted to point out this video
thanks.
testimonial page with the headlines here for each one of them are really good.
They're little mini testimonials that we've pulled out, and it's incredible. And testimonials have just been tremendous for us. It makes the people valued that you even ask. They're honored, but then also they can be used as a tool. So if we have somebody who might be on the fence for hiring us for a particular area, we can say, don't take it from us. Please, look at what past clients have said, and you can send them a link to the testimonials, and people really connect with that. Yeah, the one client that is pulled up first there for her slip and fall, she said that during the time, this is incredible, that she was having her situation, that she would actually go to our website and she would watch our testimonials from other clients, because she was going through so much strife and not being able to sleep from her pain, that by watching those other testimonials, she felt like she wasn't alone. She felt like there was other people that went through their own situation, even if it wasn't a slip and fall, and it made her feel good, but and also gave her a feeling that there was an end to all of it, that this will be over. And then she was able to do her own testimonial, which was then a reflection of it's over, it's done. And this was something that her case went on for years. So you have no idea how these testimonials really are going to affect people, not just from a magnet to attract new clients, but also for your existing clients. They're great. They're little films. I take them very serious.
Well, it's just great how you just pull out the teaser that gets people. Wow, yeah.
Yes.
And the consistency, that's another thing. So, I mean, like, everybody that's listening, I mean, this is just a clinic. Like, this is just a great job here. Great work. So those are testimonials. And then, I mean, videos, that's just a different layout of the same. Right.
And for the videos, for anybody thinking about doing those, one of the things that I love is I like to get out of the office. And so the more that you could go into your client's world, the better. We had a car accident. It was Shawn and his dog's name Stella. And so when I wanted to do a testimonial with him, instead of putting him in our law library with the law books, I said, where's your dog park? And I'm going to meet you there. And I want to see you running around with Stella and tell your story. And we met at a local dog park that had a beautiful lake. It's called Walsingham Park. And it just felt very natural. And it made it more effective that this person is an individual, and he's a single guy, and he doesn't have kids, but his dog is his child, And so it really came across.
Who is this? Is this Paul?
Shawn and Stella. It's on the testimonial page on the top. It's kind of that's the, I don't know if we call it our splash, but it's that one right there. Yeah. Oh. That's not a green screen. We were at the park. And so anytime you can get out of your environment, the better. Another client lived in a community that had a shuffleboard court. So we went to the shuffleboard courts. And so we just there he is.
Great.
Yeah. So just try to get out if you can. The ones that you do see with your traditional law books in the back, those are people that I could not go to their home, or we couldn't meet outside, that we had to meet in the office. But I do try to change it up, because it does look good when they're changed up, when you have that grid of all the videos. You can have some diversity. So try to change it up. We just moved into a new building for my marketing team. And so now I have a full-blown studio, and I painted the back wall with chroma green paint, so we can just knock it out, and I don't have to put up the screen and take it down. So it's there all the time. And I have a digital arts video intern that's a graduate from our local college. So there's local talent that you might be able to utilize to help do these things. So I do the art direction, and he does all of the editing.
Well, you got to get yourself.
So he's more the technician, but I do the art direction and set up.
You've done a great job. So people either need to get themselves a Simone or hire us to do it for them. Either way.
Exactly. If you can't do it yourself, definitely look to you guys to do it.
You're busy.
Because it's something you need to have, and especially people are responding more and more to videos, and you need something visual. And especially with times like now, people are just, online, and they're looking for solutions, and videos are really great.
This is a full-time thing that you're doing. All of these things, like all the videos, the content. How much content are you writing?
Oh my goodness, a lot. Thankfully, to quantify that, I get some help. So I have the marketing services with Hofstra. So part of the time, you're writing content for us, mostly for the personal injury practice. When knowing all of the attorneys that I work with is you need to know what they enjoy doing and what they don't, and you don't shove a round peg in a square hole. For example, our personal injury attorney, really bright, great at what he does. He doesn't really like writing content, and that's cool. So Foster helps us with that. But he's amazing at doing videos, and we knock out videos together. So we do that. Now, Rep, he might not be as excited about videos. He does them, but that might not be the first thing that he would want to do. But he is amazing at writing content and helping me with free offers. And so what you do is
he actually write?
Play to people's strengths. Yeah, don't try to force people to do things they don't want to do, because you know what? At the end of the day, it's not going to get done. So find help.
It's great that they do that, though, that they participate. Because there's some, and you guys know who you are out there, that you're not doing a thing. So it's great that you got them doing at least what they're good at. Yeah,
exactly. And you want people to be happy and enjoying the process, because it's a win-win for everybody, and you don't want it to be painful. And for anybody out there who's a marketing director, coordinator, et cetera, is, you want your attorneys to be happy with you. You don't want them to see you coming and they run. You want them to be happy that you want to work with them. Seriously.
Right there. Oh no, she's going to make me do things. So let's talk about this.
You don't want that. You don't want that.
Right. You want them to be a part of it. So let's talk about your offers here.
Mm-hmm.
So these are pretty successful.
They are. Definitely.
How do you use them?
Yeah, so with the combination of doing the hard copy newsletter, what I do is I send a preview of the newsletter in an e-blast to our list, and with that I hyperlink it to our free offers. So I try to, in each newsletter, link it so I can drive people back to the site to download the offers, and that's mostly driven through the newsletter. And so just cycling through the different offers that we have.
You have a lot of offers here.
We do. Yeah, as mentioned, Rep is incredible. He loves to write, and he had already some great content, and we just had to work to polish some of it up and put it in really good format and get it on the site. And so people are, we get so many downloads, especially, sending the hyperlink and letting people go right to it. I also worked with Cody, and one of the things that you can do to make it easy for people is do your vanity links, where our website is dhclaw.com, /separate writing, and so people can easily type that in case they get a hard copy of the newsletter and they're not on the e-blast, that it's easy to find it and they're not trying to search and look for it. So trying to think of, different links that are easy for people to use. So that's another tool that we've done.
That's so cool.
That's great. I'm excited. I'm a dork. Like, as soon as my MailChimp goes out,
well, I flashed up there.
It, I love it. I love looking, at our dashboard, Foster site.
That's a nice number there. Almost 13,000 sessions. That's a fantastic thing. And you can see the spread of the different pages, all content based.
Yeah, so we've had almost 12,000 sessions in the last 30 days.
Yeah.
Which is
and all these leads.
Yeah. So, so it's, as you say, pretty is what pretty does. We're always concerned about conversions too. Like, it can look pretty and I can make it look nice, but is it of value? Are they converting? So, and what we're finding to that is we do have a lot of new clients or prospects that download our information, but the majority of the people that download our free offers are current clients. And again, when we talk about that stewardship and keeping people within our fold and, keeping us as their attorney, this is, free information that they're downloading, and that just brings them closer and closer into the fold. So most of it is stewardship. It is keeping our clients happy, as does my VIP program. That's another thing to keep them close to us. The VIP program is just for clients. I know you can do it in a number of different ways, but you know, with me working in museums my entire life, I look at our clients like they're donors. And, you know, there's benefits of membership. So it's free to join our VIP program, but we do offer free legal services, but you only get those if you hire us. So then also it becomes a good story for people to tell. If somebody's looking for an attorney, they could say, oh, well, you should hire, you know, someone at DHC. They've got free information, they've got a VIP program, you know, they've got cool stuff. I mean, we have to be more than just a law firm. You have to be something that people want to be a part of. And some people want to get closer to an organization, other people don't, but those super fans, you know, again, back to the numbers, is our top business source is referrals, and it's split about half and half between clients and other professionals, like other, you know, CPAs, other attorneys, et cetera. But it's split half and half and that's our number one business source. So by keeping those people happy, keeping them in the fold, they're telling all their friends, neighbors, et cetera, and also other professionals that we're the go-to, we're the authority, and that we're gonna, you know, be able to solve their legal issues. So all of it is working in concert together.
Yeah.
But, you know, do what works for you. You know, for us, referrals work. Next are returning clients. We do have the benefit of having 6 different practice areas, so we have a lot of crossover. If somebody was to get into a car accident, they have a settlement, they don't know what to do with all this money, they could walk down the hall, meet with rep, and he'll put it in a trust for them. You know, there's things that we can do. Or if somebody has property that needs to be dealt with an estate, we can bring in our real estate attorney to help deal with the property side of it. So I'm trying to build this boutique law firm that we can do, you know, within our practice areas. We're here to help people, but we don't go outside of our practice areas. But we have a great referral attorney program that we can send them the help that they need. But I want them to call us first to ask for help. Let us be the authority to say, hey, you did a great job for me in this area. You know, like we don't do divorce.
You have to remind them.
Yeah,
you have to remind them.
And we do. And on all the navigators, like I'll change it up. I'll put in the back that will say, you know, even if it's not an area that we practice, please reach out. And I put my phone number, and we'll get you the help that you need. So we're constantly putting that out there. And I know other attorneys do really great jobs at it. I would think that Adam Rosen down in Miami, he's got a great shoe program that I think they give a pair of shoes away for every referral that they get. And I'm like, wow, that is cool. So there's always things that other people are doing that we can improve upon. So again, it's, you know, it's a work in progress.
So what about the new building? Like,
the new building.
Is that what's going on with that?
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. So we have experienced a lot of growth for each of the practice areas. The more services that we take on to service our clients, the more paralegals we add, the more space that we need. For example, now with my video studio, we did buy a separate building 2 doors down. It just came available and we grabbed it. But yeah, so the new building, it's 2 stories. It's 12,500 square feet. On the first floor, we're going to have conference room space. We're going to house our title company. I also do the marketing for the title company that we have. And then on the opposite side, we're going to have a seminar room where we can bring our seminars back. We've been doing those off-site. We're now actually going to have a staff lounge, which everybody's excited about. And then on the top floor will be all of the attorney and administrative offices. So we're super excited about it. We're looking, right now they just poured the concrete on the second floor. And I'm choosing right now, you know, where the monitors are going, what is the lobby furniture going to be looking like, choosing paint colors for the exterior. Yeah, so I've been working with a lot of the visuals and a lot of the decor and the interior, and trying to pick up some art along the way. I want to do some nice Florida-centric art, you know, using local artists and different Florida pieces. So it's going to be good, especially for our community. It's going to be a reflection of where we live. You know, we are who we are.
Good for you, man.
We celebrate it. for sure.
Well, great job. Well,
Yeah,
and look
thanks.
at you. You're just like, yeah, just here it is. Like, here's all our good stuff. You're just kicking ass in every direction.
Yeah, there's our, actually, that's our, if you could see behind me, there's our map of our floor plan of what it's going to be like. So every day we're working on it. So working on the website, working
When
on
is
the
it going to
building.
be? When is that supposed to be
Um,
finished and
yeah,
moving?
so spring, I would say spring 2021. You never know with kind of the current environment. The great thing
Sure.
is that, we have an amazing contractor. His brother, it's actually the brother of Paul Cavonis, our personal injury attorney, and he negotiated all the contracts. He secured all the workers. So when all of this happened, we forged ahead. So we're in a good position that we already had that all planned out. So we're looking for early 2021 to get into the new building. And then this building will basically be knocked down and become a parking lot.
Oh, well, that's good, I guess.
Well, at 8640, not this one. I'm 2 doors down, but that one will be taken down. But that's okay. We needed to do that so we can have space for parking, so we can accommodate the staff and all of our clients.
Well,
So we're
congratulations
excited.
on everything.
Yeah, it's great. Well,
Even
also,
during a very difficult time, you've continued to grow and continued to work on all the things, and it's obviously worked out for everybody.
yeah, and when it comes to growth, one of the other things that we did is we did acquire 2 different practices. One was a probate and one was a kind of a mixed practice. And so of personal injury, estate planning, this guy was more of a generalist, but he had a good following. Both of them, we acquired their practice. So even now through COVID, a lot of that still is coming in from those others. So a lot of the revenue is happening. We've got a lot going on that has really been helpful to carry us through this time. So with that growth, that helped grow my navigator list, that helped grow. Actually, we added new paralegals from it that came from those retirees.
Did
and
you
so
just,
we just keep growing.
oh, you got it, retired people that were retiring their practices? You bought their practices.
One was probate, and those fees, they're not immediate. So even during COVID, like there's different, probate work that we did a long time ago that's now starting to come in. So a lot of the legwork was already done, which was really kind of nice. And those attorneys can feel good that their clients are getting,
Yeah.
class service. So it's a win-win for us and for them. But that helped us, and then that helped that's part of the growth too. Now we have a lot more clients because we inherited all of them.
Wow. Well, you're just doing you have so many great things going on. I'm almost overwhelmed, but I'm so full of pride. That
You guys helped us get there too. So it's definitely,
I know, like, well, that's what I'm so excited to be a part of it. Like, you just used all the things, with DSS and, I love that everybody's involved in different aspects of content marketing, and it's working, and you can just see the results, and you're doing all the parts, and you understand. And,
yeah. And we use your reputation management too. So, with getting all of the online reviews, is staying on top of those. I mean, you don't want to go back and check those sites every single day. So that's been a huge help because, as we try to ramp up getting all those reviews, we have to be able to acknowledge them ASAP, thank people for doing it. And then also, because I run a contest to help incentivize online reviews, I have to then find out who asked for it because they want credit for it. And then I have a big board in our kitchen and everybody wants to see their name up there. So by having the reputation management, I can stay on top of the reviews so that everybody feels acknowledged, both the staff and the client. Yeah,
we got that too. Hey, so how many staff, how many employees?
Yeah, so we have about 40, including the title company. So about 32 wow. in the law firm. Yeah, and really it is a lot of trying to even cross market there without infringing on any type of Florida bar rules. But when it comes to the branding, I use the same colors, I use the same typeface. All of it is very consistent, so it's seamless from one company to the other. And oftentimes it's great that we'll have somebody call in that we'll call our real estate department, that they think that it's a real estate issue, and we'll say, well, actually that's a title company issue, and we can refer it, and vice versa. And then also with like probate and estate planning, if there's any properties that need to be dealt with, that can happen with the title company. So really the two really work well together and complement each other. So, but that's a whole other target audience that I'm working, you know, to support. That's realtors is the target audience there. So I'm learning about that too.
Wow, man. So what kind of advice would you give a firm that doesn't have a Simone? Because
yeah,
what do you tell them?
What I would say is just if you can hire someone in to do some marketing for you, I definitely would recommend it, because if you're an attorney and you like practicing the law, that's what you want to do. You don't want to have to be dealing with all of this. And if you could be able to delegate it to somebody else, that would be ideal. That'd be great. If you don't have the space, or that is not a good fit for you, you could hire someone. Of course, I recommend Hofstra Web Marketing for their services. We use them, and I do a lot, and I can't get it all done, and I still use you guys. So.
And we do a lot for you too, and we.
Yeah, I know you do. You guys do a lot too.
I know, like all of us together. But you're a busy firm. But yeah. I mean, like that's what it takes.
But and it can be. I think it's a partnership. So it depends. You have to know yourself. And if anybody is, watching this, or they're interested in Hofstra, they're obviously somebody who has an entrepreneurial spirit that wants to take their firm to the next level. So that type of person might want to be a partner. Maybe they do like to write, but not all of it, and they could partner with you, or they can work closely with their director of marketing person. But definitely staying involved and knowing what everybody's doing is really important too, to help still navigate that process. You don't have to get into, I do strategy and I do logistics. You can still do the strategy and be the business owner and be the entrepreneur and drive the strategy, but you need somebody to implement it. And if you're meeting with clients, you can't. And so you have to make a decision, what's the best use of my time? And so you can hire someone in-house or do it outside, and maybe even do a little bit of it yourself if you enjoy it. But I love it. I think it's enjoyable. So you have to be honest with yourself and say, is this something I really want to do?
Amen to that. Amen to that.
Gotta get done. Gotta get done.
There's a lot of stuff to do, and just
pick the
stuff you like to do. That's what I always say is, like, what are you actually going to get done? Because that's, what do you like to do versus what don't fool yourself.
Your strengths. If you don't like doing it, delegate.
Right. Exactly. Right.
So.
Well, cool, man. Well, anything else that you'd like to add?
Just, if anybody has any questions, or if I could be helpful in any other way, please, feel free to reach out to me directly. As I mentioned, this is something that is done jointly together, and we have received a lot of support from other individuals that we have met through Hofstra and through Great Legal Marketing, that it's peer-to-peer, and if we provide any support, you're not alone in this. There's somebody else that's working on a Sunday trying to get this stuff done, and so you're not alone. So that's just what I would say.
Yeah, you didn't start out this way. You didn't start out like everything all running and humming perfectly.
No, I started out in a cubicle with no help, and they said, build it. And so, and I like building things, and I like systems and processes and procedures, and I like building. So I took it on as a fun challenge, and I like being creative. But no, it came from, working, you have to put in the time, but it's definitely worthwhile. And once you get your systems in place and you get your people in place, then it can run, really, really smoothly. So I guess the advice would be is if this is something that you want to do, there's no time like the present.
Yeah, right.
The sooner the better.
You got to just do it. You just got to take action. Here are the tools.
Yeah. And then you can be spending your time doing the things that you really enjoy.
Exactly.
What we all want to do. Yeah.
Exactly. Which is, doing whatever you want to do.
Play more guitar. I don't know.
Play more guitar, do more hiking, build more businesses.
More hiking. We want to take, we want to take vacation. We haven't taken a vacation in a long time, but that's what we want to do.
Well, Simone, thank you so much for joining me.
It was helpful. I jumped around a lot. I'm sorry. I know.
No, what are you talking about? This is fantastic. That was like a clinic. That was a clinic, everybody, on how to do marketing and just talking about everything that's working. I mean, I guess we did kind of gloss, we're doing this and this and this, but the point is that it is all of these things that you're doing.
And it's not just one thing, that all of these things are working in concert. And the other thing is that to be able to, when it comes to content, is being able to repurpose, reuse, anything that I write for my hard copy newsletter, I include FAQs. Guess what? That's going on our Foster site as an FAQ. The more that you can, repurpose things and reuse things, the better. So think of that, like,
what are the questions that people ask?
Yeah. It's like, how many different purposes, how many different ways can I use this? What is the purpose? And thinking about it before you do it, to get a plan together.
So what's the best way for someone to reach out to contact you if they have questions?
So you could email me directly. My email is simply my first name, Simone, SIMONE @dhclaw.com. Feel free if you want to check out our website as well, dhclaw.com. And if there's anything on there that is of interest, you have any questions about, I come from a sharing mentality. And who knows, if I can help you with something, there might be something that you're doing much better than I am. And I would love your guidance as well. So, so it's that.
You hear that, folks? Reach out to her if you got questions. Like, how did she do it? How did she do it?
But I want to know what you're doing. There's other people doing
but you got to give a little too.
Better. Yeah.
But, well, thank you so much. And if anybody needs help building up what she's built up, we're here to help you guys too. So thank you so much, Simone. And
it's my pleasure. I'm honored to be included.
Well, thank you very much for sharing and letting everybody in on your success. And I hope that everybody, is smart enough to copy what she's doing, not word for word, but just at least copy what, in principle, the things that she's doing with all the different areas, because it's all the different assisted conversion, all the different things that are driving traffic and driving conversion that's working for her and the firm. All right, Simone, good talking to you. We'll check in again here a little while down the road. You guys stay safe. Thank you so much.
You guys take care. Thanks, Tom. Thanks.
All right. Bye, everybody. It's Tom Foster on the World of Marketing. We'll see you soon. Take care, Simone.